want to hit record. Okay, looks like we're good. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, at long last, the absolute, no really, no fooling, I'm not settling for anything less than finishing 3 hopes. So, off screen, I basically did a couple of things that I will go ahead and show off right now. Whoops. As Joy-Con drift pisses me off. I went ahead and mastered Gremory, which was as simple as just go through, no joke, one map, and then Gremory was mastered. Because that was just how close to mastery Gremory was. I thought about doing the same for Holy Knight, but I figured, you know what? I do intend to replay this game and just finish this off. So Shez is down to 5 classes total, because Dark Bishop over a male Shez has 4 classes to go ahead and finish. As Neko joins us for the finale. Excellent. So, there is also one other thing. I also went ahead. Yeah, I guess now that I've looked at that, I also went ahead and got the meal effects because, I mean, I should, honestly, just to get this done already. Get all this done already. I also went ahead and leveled Geralt. I guess I'll show that off. I also went ahead and finished leveling Geralt to level 70. Because I figured, you know what, bring him into this final fight. Because, yeah, it just makes sense to make the playable quartet, Shez, Claude, Byleth, and Geralt. So, I also, as I go ahead now for the war map, I went ahead and cleared off the war map just to finish it off. I seriously missed the mark by 1 and by 12 enemies. Well, we'll see if the paralog does that, because there is one last thing. If Joy-Con drift will fuck off, there is one last thing we have to do before the final map, and that is the final paralog. No, I am not doing eagles, lions, and deer. I refuse. It's a level 80 map. I refuse to do it. I'm sorry. You know, maybe one day I'll go ahead and I'll just do like a round 2 or whatever. And then that will be that, because I'll be doing it on New Game Plus. Because a lot of the padding and power progression curve and all that are going to stand. But we've got 2 maps left. And then that's it. We are completely done. So, we're going to do Under the Protection of the Golden Deer. Then we're going to go kill Rhea, which still pisses me off. And then that'll be it. That we will rate 3 hopes, and that will finally be the end of this 2-month thing. I mean, the only way... and granted, okay, just under 2 months technically, but let's face it, that's pulling a massive technically. Oh my god, I hate it. Like, basically, we would be at the 2-month mark on Monday. But let's just get this over with, because I think 35 sessions is a nice, healthy amount. So, Lysithia's Paralog, let's go.
Count Gloucester, Lysithia von Ordelia.
Ah, yes. Please come in.
Thank you. Count Gloucester, I have come here in my father's stead, and must return to the front line soon. But I wish to formally apologize for any trouble caused by the recent events in Ordelia.
Oh? But my domain was left largely unharmed. In fact, if anyone is apologizing here, it should be me. I knew full well what was happening in Ordelia, yet was only able to dispatch a small force to aid you.
It is only natural that a house should prioritize the safety of its own domain. And besides, House Gloucester is tasked with protecting the crucial Great Bridge of Myrden.
Your understanding is appreciated. But for me, I fear this also has a personal component. It is true that I could not abandon the Great Bridge, yet your father has been my compatriot for many years, and I view him as a true brother-in-arms. Had something happened to him, I would never have been able to forgive myself.
I had no idea you held my father in such high regard.
I have always felt I owed him far more than I was ever able to give.
And what do you owe him exactly?
My lord, you have a messenger from the Federation army.
Send them through.
At once, sir.
Sorry to barge in like this.
What do you want?
Oh, hey, Lysithea. Didn't know you were here, but it actually saves me some time.
You are the mercenary captain who reports directly to His Majesty, yes? Has something happened?
A town south of here has been overrun by bandits, down in Ordelia territory.
What?
And here I had hoped all those rogues had been suppressed.
It's just a ragtag group of anyone who managed to avoid extermination at the hands of the Federation. Looks like they all came together for one last hurrah. Since the town isn't too far away, I was asked to come here and see if you could spare any troops.
I will send all I can, but I fear it will be a scant force.
But surely the Federation will send reinforcements as well.
Well, that's the thing. Everyone's sorta got their hands full preparing for the next battle.
For the final
Honestly,
battle,
they could
no
barely
less.
spare me as a messenger.
I didn't realize Claude could be so cruel.
Hey, it's the truth. This is just bad timing. All the big names are scattered off in one place or another. I mean, take you. You're all the way out here apart from the main force, right?
Still your tongue. I'll have you know I'm here on very important business.
This bickering can wait. We need to mobilize what units we have at once.
We? Wait, you're coming?
Am I unwelcome?
Hey, the more the merrier. Welcome aboard.
I am glad to hear it, for any force would be lucky to have the great Irvin Fritz Gloucester on their side.
And to be fair, you've been a lot
My
better than
military
I was
prowess
expecting
may
as a
not be as
character,
renowned
so...
as some,
Actually,
but I have
speaking of
bestrode
that-
many a battlefield in my day. Sadly, I could not lend much aid during the recent disturbances in Ordelia, but this is my chance to rectify that error.
In that case, we should be off.
I sure hope he knows what he's doing.
Did I not give? Oh, I did give him a story plus. Okay. We're good. Alright, let's get this over with. Gain control of all the strongholds. Make sure that no allies are routed. That shouldn't be a problem, considering level 52 Lysithea, level 100 something.
Completely taken over the
Shez.
town.
Then we will just have to take it back, one street at a time. Let us split up and work on capturing each area.
Lysithea, you go
can
this
count
way.
on me. I'll do my best. We'll seize every last stronghold. Now, let's take it down at once.
These bandits are no match for nobles such as ourselves.
Yet they also lack the scruples of nobility. We should proceed with caution.
1,500. Okay. Okay. There we go. Whoops. Wrong button.
You can count on me. I'll do. I don't sense anyone from those who slither in the dark here.
I was wondering if we might run into them. Can't say I'm disappointed that we didn't.
Kurtiga could really let loose. Definitely too late for all his fun.
Great. More bandits.
Let us show them that the rule of law still holds strong in Ardelia.
You're actually trying to reclaim the strongholds? Oh, these brigands need a lesson on when to cut their losses and go home.
Is it glitching you into the walls, or what? Or is it, or well, okay, I actually, the shadow, then again, come to think of it, the shadow flash isn't exactly easy to control now that I'm thinking about it out loud.
A magnificent achievement.
Yeah, just running into them. Yeah, I realized as soon as I said it that it's like, no, yeah, Shadow Flash doesn't exactly have much.
To protect the commoner. I told my son he must never forget that.
And he remains dedicated to that idea. Perhaps a little too dedicated.
Maybe a little. Okay,
You can count on me. I'll do.
go deal with that. $728.
Thought perhaps you do not like my father, Count Gloucester.
An understandable impression. We did tend to get into heated arguments at the Round Table. Your father and I have strong opinions about how best to protect our own territories and peoples. We are like-minded in that way.
Yes, I see that now.
Yeah. I mean, me and Matt and Steve argue almost all the time. Well, more me and Matt than me and Steve, but it doesn't mean we don't care about each other. You be friends with your political opponents. It's not out of bounds. Well, I shouldn't say political opponents, but
Is my son making himself useful in the Federation army?
Indeed he is. The man's fervor is rivaled only by that of the king himself.
7. Well, that 875 now. Alright.
That should do it. Let us take care of the other bandits now.
Yeah, right.
You can count on me. I'll do...
Ugh.
Let's take it down at once.
Is there no way to go? Okay. Guess I'm going the long way. But that's fine, I can defeat more enemies that way.
My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
I'm certain the future we'll forge is bright.
Yeah, here's hoping.
Here it comes!
There we go. 73 with that one. That's awesome.
I understand that you often quarreled with the other lords at the Round Table as well.
My quarrels with the other lords were mere petty bickering. Only with your father could I exchange ideas on equal footing.
Yeah.
It's still fun to be had if we can hold this place. So, if you want it, come and take it. You like that?
I won't let you fiends abuse. You can count on me. I'll use this town for 1 minute more. They've taken the Civic Building. We must reclaim it with all speed.
I might actually make it. Might be keyword.
I must say, I've been rather worried about your father. I rarely saw him at the Round Table since his illness.
Your concern is appreciated. Sadly, I think his long years of overwork have finally caught up with him.
This way. Oh, you son of a... Gotcha. Over here.
Cease this futility! You can count on me.
Nah, get rid of that guy. I'll get rid of this guy over here. Oh, what now? Oh. He's already on his way back. That was fast. Not had a job interview today. Yeah. Oh, you want to know the stupid thing? I'm actually missing two supports. There are two characters that I need to support with. Yes. And they're both between Leone and two other characters. Lindhart and Ferdinand. Of all characters. Good thing I like Scarlet Blaze so much. I thought about going ahead and doing a playthrough to complete the support log for this run, but that would have required me to go all the way through Scarlet Blaze again, and I mean all the way. Because remember, Leone doesn't join until like chapter 11 or 12 after when you've recruited, which is after you recruit Byleth. It's like fuck.
Things grow ever more perilous. How can I rectify the situation?
Where are you? By having me come over here and do that. That's how we rectify that. Alright. Didn't quite make it, but that's okay. 1419.
Looks like we've taken back most of the town.
Not bad at all, my friend. A shame that you were born a mere commoner.
We got nowhere left to run if you here. Plant your feet and fight to the death.
Oh, fun.
Did they really think we would let them claim this town?
Yeah. They did. They really did. Oh, wow. Okay. So now if I can just beat the bandit leader in 1 minute, we're good.
Here it comes!
You may commence laughing at the
Lysithea,
ridiculousness
please be
of it.
careful. I could never face your father should something happen to you.
Your concern is appreciated but unnecessary. Our victory here is assured. Yes! We've done it!
Story and gameplay plus
You did
for
well,
that.
Lysithea. Perhaps even better than myself.
Thank you for your assistance.
Not at all. I'm glad the town is safe once more.
I absolutely think that that map deserves a story and a gameplay plus. Oh.
I won't let my...
15,600. 1,600, 200. Okay. 16 or 18,200 is what I'm at. Cool.
Thank you for your assistance, Count Gloucester.
Not at all. I only wish I could have been of more use. Sadly, my efforts paled in comparison to those of you and your mercenary friend here, Lysithea.
I wouldn't go that far.
Me either. Honestly, I figured you were gonna be dead weight. You really held your own.
That's true. I only had to heal him
Such
once.
impertinence.
But it's a terrible thing to grow old. I hope you never have to do it, either of you. But like it or not, I admit I am past my prime. Still, these old bones did what they could.
You were a tremendous help, and I've no doubt my father will feel the same when I inform him.
Please do give him my best, and let him know that we are still the sturdy pillars of Leicester.
Of course.
That said, I am pleased to see your father has such a superlative heir waiting in the wings. Perhaps Count Cordelia might consider stepping down a tad early?
I cannot say.
As leaders, we often butted heads because we had to look out for the interests of our own realms. But once we have both passed on our title, we could simply be friends. And that is something I would greatly look forward to.
That reminds me. You mentioned earlier that you owed him something?
Ah, yes. It's something of a longer tale, but perhaps now is the time to tell it. When you were still quite young, the Empire often saw fit to meddle in House Ordelia's affairs.
Yeah.
As I was on the outside looking in, I was never able to discern any of the particulars. But even as a bystander, it was clear that your father's hardships were considerable. Yet, I did nothing. As leader of the pro-imperialist lords at the time, I could little more than stand by and watch.
Well, yeah, exactly. Your hands were
Your
tied.
actions are completely understandable. The Empire would have brazenly ignored any protests of their political interference. As such, we had no choice but to endure their tyranny.
It must have been difficult for you as well. Still, I should have spoken out, if nothing else. I owed your father that much.
I see.
I cannot change the past, but I hope I might help your father live out his remaining years in peace. Perhaps we could take tea together sometime, reminisce on the old days.
I'm certain he would love that.
Hey, tea with a friend sounds pretty nice.
Yes, I am brimming with good ideas. For I am Irvin Fritz Gloucester, after all.
Ego. Alright, so there we are. Alright, let's end this so we can finally rate this son of a bitch. Let's finally bring this to an end. God damn it. 178 hours later. God.
Your Grace, the Federation...
Yeah. We've seen this all already. We're getting on with it. Let's do it. Alright. Sure. Leaders of the Federation. Wait. Oh my god. Will you fuck off, Joy-Con Drift? I'm not in the mood. Dude. Fuck. Okay, Hilda, yeah. Lysithia, we're gonna replace you
Off to work.
with Alex. We'll swap these two, and then we'll put Gerald in.
I'll handle this.
Alright. And let's go up into strategies. Sure. And agitate the enemy army, encouraging them to deploy additional forces, boost combat experience. I've already S-ranked this, so fuck it. We're going with Stronghold Sabotage, because I want to get this over with.
As in the Battle of
Yeah.
Palpatine, I will strike down any fool who dares dishonor our Creator.
This is it, folks.
To be honest with you, I was surprised how much I ended up liking Count Gloucester. I really was. As damn. And I was damn impressed. I was like, huh. Because I figured I was gonna be dealing with the older version of Pompous and Arrogance, and yet he was actually reasonable. I was like, huh. But then again, that's Three Hopes' writing in a nutshell. Some characters are better written, some characters are worse written. Edelgard and Claude, respectfully, coming to mind immediately on both counts.
We've been told to return to the capital, but we're the only ones who can protect the church's people.
Is that Mercedes? Does that mean the kingdom's commanding those troops?
I will do what I must until the very end.
So this is where you've been. I will save you. A fight here!
The enemy's morale is unusually high. The Archbishop must have riled them up.
Okay, what are you guys even doing?
I'm on it. Let's see how it goes.
Now there is nothing I cannot do.
Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
Got it. Time to make a name for myself.
And that's all blocked off. Okay, never mind then on the
Now, let us bring it down.
Yeah, let's actually start making some goddamn progress.
Take it down.
The others are fulfilling their duties to House and Kingdom. That only leaves me to do what I can to help.
I'll fight until my dying breath to protect Lady Rhea.
Oh my god, Cyril! You are a massive negative.
Remember your heroism always.
They appear to be having a difficult time. I have no choice but to intervene.
Alright, now I gotta defeat Seth.
I must not let Claude steal all the glory. I will open a path for our forces to unite.
He's certainly motivated. But can he seriously handle all that?
He may seem like all bark and no bite, but he always follows through. He can do this.
I have sustained Lester from the shadow since the days of the Alliance. But now it is time to display my full strength.
Ah, the same strength you'd hope to overthrow me with. No one's more eager to see it than I am.
I do like that. That is cool.
Continuing in this state would be a challenge. I must retreat for now.
Why don't you just retreat permanently, Sedith? You shouldn't be taking part in this bullshit. And yes, I'm gonna call it what it fucking is. Bullshit.
Here it comes!
There reckless violence defiles the goddess. There is no salvation for them. Guardians of the Holy Tomb, come forth. Bring down the hammer of judgment upon these sacrilegious rebels.
I'm on it.
Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
Got it. Time to make a name for myself.
I'm time to move.
Whoops.
I'm on
I'm
it.
getting
Let's
so
see how
sick
it
of
goes.
Joy-Con drift. This is exactly why I'm like, yeah, no, I need a
Now it is-
fucking
there is
break from my
nothing I
Switch.
cannot do.
4 months of Joy-Con drift pissing me off? Jesus.
Yeah. Let Those soldiers were likely created with magic. The devices controlling them should be here somewhere.
They still have a chance to drive the enemy back. I must lend them my aid. Come, Wyvern Riders of Saint Keyhole!
They're one of the most elite units in the Knights of Ceros. Be on guard.
There are fewer of those soldiers now, but they're not completely gone. Ugh, they give me the creeps.
I see they found the devices. But it matters not, for they still have no hope of victory.
Am I seriously going to need to get S rank despite me not caring? Again?
Alright! We've captured most of the strongholds on one side.
We're moving right along. Keep capturing the enemy strongholds.
The Federation army has us on the back foot. Do we have any hope of winning this?
The church forces seem at a loss without their frontline commanders.
I did all that I could. I guess I wasn't up to the challenge after all.
Mercedes, it is not worth risking your life for this fight.
Yeah,
It was
exactly,
my choice to put
Mercedes.
my life on the line. But now I must fall back.
It was your foolish
Fight
choice.
alongside
Go with your brother, get the hell out
best way to
of here, and be done. And with this nonsense.
Our allies are
Or
struggling.
fight with us.
I must lend them a
Because
hand.
that works too. I mean,
There is no need to overexert yourself, Flame. Promise me you will retreat the moment it becomes too taxing.
Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
Got it. Time to make a name for myself.
where's Cheryl?
I'm on it. Let's see how it goes.
Now it is my turn. There is no...
Watch out! He's going for the strongholds.
I loathe fighting, but this is my duty. Come then!
All right, take it down.
All right, take it down.
Make Flame retreat because she's being dumb.
There is still fight in me yet. I will not be defeated here.
Flame, please. Nobody wants to kill you. Nobody with any fucking decency in their soul would ever want to kill you. Retreat, get the hell off the battlefield, and stay off. Said it just kind of looks at me like,
Lady Rhea,
really?
I'm sorry I couldn't help.
And seriously, Cyril, just fucking die and stay dead. I'm sorry. Alright, I know that's harsh and awful and kind of evil of me, but I don't care. You have been a literal waste of fucking data the entire time in both games. You have literally been a waste of my fucking time.
Move at my own pace.
And Joy-Con Drift, will you fuck off?
Let's see how this goes.
Got it. Time to make a name for myself.
Now it is. There is.
Yeah! We've taken all the strongholds on the front line. I am afraid I have exhausted myself. I should withdraw.
Yeah, just get out of here, Flame. Nobody wants to kill you.
Those enemies on the front line were strong, but we were stronger. We took them all out. Even with the goddess of protection, our remaining forces are hardly enough to hold them off.
That looks like a device over there. We've got to capture the stronghold and stop it.
Once you take the stronghold, you need to disable that device. I don't know how, but I'm sure you'll figure something out.
Okay, so now that we've done that, you
Initiating the operation.
go back, come back your father up.
Providing support.
I did. It's done.
No problem.
Take a breather.
All the strange soldiers are gone.
Our forces have reunited thanks to the strength of my efforts. Truly, I am more fit to lead than our actual king.
You do realize the actual king is standing right here. But if you want the job so badly, I'll happily let you take over later.
Huh.
If they defeat us and the central church collapses, many people will lose their spiritual foundation.
Except, no, they fucking wouldn't, said it. Ah.
Terrible.
People will adapt. People are very adaptable creatures. You are an imbecile.
Use me with your divine strength.
What? Where could magic of this magnitude be coming from? Are we witnessing the Archbishop's power?
She's not fooling around. Here we go, everyone. Don't let the enemy push us back.
Fuck off already, Flame. How many times do I have to say
Only
it?
going to get tougher from here on out. The Immortal Court.
Where the hell's Gerald? Gerald's over here.
I'm on it.
Alright. Over here. Here. Come this way, Gerald.
Is ready to go.
I had not the strength to stop them. Forgive me, Rhea.
Lady Rhea, I am sorry. I can no longer.
Rhea, we must retreat. I cannot allow Flame to perish.
May fortune smile upon you, Lady Rhea.
Do what you must. Help me out. We'll settle this on my own.
Let's all gather together. All out defense on me. Let's go.
That must be the judgment of the goddess. We have her divine protection, so charge forth without fear.
Okay, is this Reign of Ash gonna show up or what?
They see that magic as the goddess's protection? Their faith has blinded them. People do horrible things when their faith becomes tainted with fear. We must stop them at once.
Alright. Fine.
Then let loose. Blot out the sky with your arrows.
Out of the way! This is our final opportunity to pass judgment on the enemy. If you can yet move, follow me!
I do like that they actually have a way of showing you it's the final objective. That's nice. I like that. It's actually a nice touch. Alright.
They were fearsome foes, but we should have an easy...
Alright. Everyone to me. Let's fucking end this goddamn fucking bullshit. My god, if I kill Rhea without taking 61% more damage and within 11 minutes, and it's all as Frank this again.
Such an abominable
Wow.
presence. Yes, I knew that one day you would turn your blade on me.
Don't get the wrong idea. My powers have nothing to do with this. I'm standing here of my own free will.
Yeah, I don't even have...
I never would have thought to find you among the Federation forces.
Life is full of twists. This was facing you down, wasn't it?
I will not be defeated by a Federation that was built without the goddess's blessing. Oh, you
Yeah,
seem
except with that.
to take my life. Is that what you truly wish?
The world will never change so long as people cling to your existence.
I swear, on the goddess's name, you will all face judgment.
Rhea.
Looks like we're finally getting to the good part. You okay to keep going?
Of course. And after we win this battle, you're gonna show me the new world you're creating.
This is not over. I must carry on for the sake of my mother's fallen comrades.
Got to happy
Well,
being
color me
recruited, huh?
surprised. Rhea's really the immaculate one?
Whatever she is, we have to end her. Now quit staring before she crushes you.
Alright, that's one health bar.
We need to make one final push. We're almost there.
I'm getting pretty hungry. Drag it all out. We've got a feast waiting for us after we win this.
We've been through a lot, but all our efforts will be rewarded if we win, right?
This is just beginning.
Your peerless might deserves respect and admiration. Our victory will secure my place in history as a hero of Fodlan.
We dealt with our fair share of surprises. We're finally through. Our king is really something else.
This is far from the end, but it will be a significant step forward if we win.
Oh, save me.
Alright. Are we still on track? We're still on track. And yes, I am making this poetic as fuck.
Time to finish this. Everyone, lend me your strength.
If there is any way I can help change Leicester and Fodlan for the better.
Oh, you motherfucker. Or you fucking bitch.
I'm still not sure if this is really the right thing.
Stop clinging to life!
Go out and push forward.
Fucking die! I wanna rate this fucker and go get on with and go play other games. Fuck.
Move.
I gave the ending a story negative. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna.
Your reign comes to an end here and now. Our work here isn't over. Not by a long shot. Got plenty of road ahead. But we've taken the first step. Together.
It is now 1183, Blue Sea Moon. The Federation has joined with the Empire to invade the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Claude sought not to conquer the kingdom, but to destroy the Central Church. After Archbishop Rhea's defeat, the Church has lost much of its martial prowess. Tensions continue between the Empire and Kingdom. Having now reached his goal, Claude proposes an end to the war, yet it remains uncertain if either side will accept.
I still hate that ending. I still hate that ending. Oh, I'm just glad it's over. Holy fuck. It's finally over. Oh. It's finally over. As Raphael levels up. And just Raphael. Leone came close to leveling up, but yeah, no. MVP was, of course, Chaz, because why wouldn't it be? Ended this whole thing at level 103. Damn. Alright. Fuck. Alright, one last thing, and then we are done. Final letter from Byleth.
It wasn't long ago that people knew me only as the Ashen Demon and looked at me with dread. But thanks to you, I now find myself surrounded by friends with whom I share a common cause. Was I right to go down this path? I can't say. But I see a glimmer of hope at the end of it. And that's more than enough reason to forge on.
Well, there we go. As we shift over here, put my Elgato back on, it back up. Shrink it a bit, because we don't really need it to be high, because, and I want to put this up, because it is finally, at long last, time to rate this son of a bitch. Holy fuck. Oh my god. I still hate Golden Wildfire. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't. Alright, so at the end of it, how many pages of notes did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9 and like a third pages of notes. Yeah, this is gonna take a bit. This is gonna take a bit. Alright, so, as ever, let's start with the story positives, shall we? As I get shit out of my way and prepare to go ahead and do this. As I have to get a whole bunch of shit out of my way because, god damn it. There we go. Perfect. The benefits of having a chair and a desk. Good. Petra should not die. Period. Anyways. Well, as ever, we start with the story positives. So, Shez. The Robin approach. Need I say more? Shez was surprisingly engaging and very, very interesting throughout, and I love the dynamics that they have with each of the lords. It's great stuff. Arval. I honestly like Arval here more than I liked Sothis in Three Houses. Sothis was just kind of there in Three Houses, and while Arval you can claim the same about Arval at the same time. Yeah, Azure Gleam. Go away, Hubert. Scamper off into non-relevance in Azure Gleam. We'll get to that later. But yeah, no. Arval is great. Really has a lot of... It has some good insight, and the whole Epimenides arc was just great, which we'll get to, of course, later. Let's get this out of the way. Hey, Edelgard, Dimitri, and Claude. Despite some of the hiccups, let's just get this out of the way right now. Oh, as Claude is simultaneously a positive and a negative. In fact, he is literally my first story negative, so that's fitting. Honestly, I love how each of the lords is written, again, with the exception of Claude, but we can get into that more later. And even then, Claude, it's more in the narrative of Golden Wildfire that I hate Claude in. Everything else, he's perfectly fine. And honestly, I think he actually works as a character. So, yeah. Plus to each of the main lords, absolutely. The intro I have given a story. Whoop. The intro I gave a story. I'm giving a story +2, as I honestly feel like it's a good intro. From a story perspective, it gets you engaged. External continuity, its connections to the game's connections to Three Houses are very strong, and I really do appreciate that. Excellent. Let's see. So now we're just gonna rapid fire some characters, starting with, weirdly enough, the Blue Lions, which, yeah, because I loved the Blue Lions in this game. Dedue, always a treat for Dedue to be Dimitri's right-hand man, and arguably he was even more well-written in this game than he was over in Three Houses, and he was pretty well-written in Three Houses. Not going to lie. Felix. Oh my god, I love Felix in this game. There's just something engaging about him, and it's really, really nice. Annette was a wash. Ash was a wash. We'll get to that. For the most part, Ash was a wash. Sylvain? I actually liked Sylvain. I thought Sylvain was actually decently written in this one. And it really worked for his character. As was Ingrid and Mercedes. Now, even though I was getting kind of annoyed at Ingrid, that was more of just the game shoving her in my face. But when you actually go down the Azure Gleam route, she's actually a pretty good character. And I need to check this, actually. So, Shez, Arval, 1, 2, 3 for the Lords. It's intro, external continuity, Dedue, Felix, Sylvain, Ingrid, Mercedes. Okay, and then Mercedes was just delightful no matter the route out as well. So that was nice. We'll go ahead and save up here. I don't want just generic music. I want... Hey, let's get some other music. We'll just go through the list, because we might as well. So, there we go. Next up, the Black Eagles. The Black Eagles. Hubert. Need I say more? Hubert was just consistently fun. Yeah, I had to do that on my second Azure Gleam run. But yeah, no. So Hubert, really fun. And really fun, really good character, and was surprisingly intelligent. Specifically happy. Fair enough. Dorothea. Always a treat, and glad she's well written once again here in Three Hopes. Ferdinand. Do I even need to say anything more at this point? Ferdinand was just really well done, and honestly, I feel like a lot of his more aggravating elements got toned down substantially in Three Hopes, which I appreciated. Bernadetta. Just as much of a treat here as she was in Three Houses. I've got nothing more to really say about that. Caspar was a wash, Linhart was there, Petra was also awesome, as I honestly liked a lot of what she had brought to the table. So, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we are there. And we're not even through we're not even through my first page yet. Yeah. Over on the Golden Deer, here we have Lawrence, which surprised the hell out of me. Raphael, which was as surprisingly humble as he was, and I am just gonna go ahead and jot down a couple of Neko didn't do it. Now piss off. What? Anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So at Petra we were at there, and that was for Raphael, Lawrence and Raphael. So we're gonna go ahead and go here because I have decided to give a plus to Hilda and a plus to Lysithea. Need I say more? Oh, there were sirens outside, right? And I was like, Neko didn't do it, piss off! Anyways. But yeah, no, Lysithea was actually consistently good. Some of her supports were kind of lug. Busy with the training instructor. Yeah, exactly. You were doing other shit. Anyways. But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. And I'm gonna go ahead and give Leonie a story plus, just because I actually think Leonie's character was very engaging. So that's it for the story pluses. This is on page 1. Page 2. Because we went Scarlet Blaze first, Monica. Do I even need to say this? Monica was just a delight. Sure, she was an Edelgard simp, but she wasn't irritating about it, which actually kind of worked. Like, her entire character was not being a frickin' Edelgard simp. A lot of her characterization revolved around her being an Edelgard simp, but it wasn't her entire character. See Cyril. Next up, Count Burgleys. I honestly don't feel like I should explain this one either. Count Burgleys actually was an engaging character. And this game actually did help establish why Caspar was so shit scared of him in everything except Crimson Flower back in Three Houses. And why Caspar would be extremely saddened, spoilers for Three Houses, when in all routes but Crimson Flower, he died. Count Burgleys dies. Yeah. And she's not the secret Kranya. Yeah, you remember that, right? I was like, okay, because what I was expecting was that Monica was going to be Kranya in disguise the entire time. Then Kranya showed up at chapter 2, and I was like, what? That actually was a legit surprise to me. And that wasn't spoiled for me either. That's the best part. So yeah, Count Burgleys, story plus. The next story plus I jotted down was 4... Or, I should say, will be for... Holst. No, Holst. Honestly, I don't think I need to explain myself any further. Holst was just a great character. As was Rodrigue. I don't know what else to say. I'm shocked by so many characters that were just good characters in here. In my opinion, worthy of a plus. In Scarlet Blaze, we have the reaction of both Dimitri and Claude to Garrick Mach being occupied. I love that scene, especially on the Scarlet Blaze playthrough. My initial reaction to that was literally, oh my god, Dimitri is better written. And we've been on this for a bit, so let's go to Fodlan Woods Embers. No, let's go to Tearing Through Heaven next. So, yeah, no. I really enjoyed that scene. That scene was really damn good. Plus to it. We just finished talking about this. Count Gloucester. Lawrence's dad was surprisingly a good character, and it did feel like he didn't have as much of a stick up his ass as his son did in Three Houses. And I appreciate that. Next page. Persuading people to join your side. That is a story plus because, yes, all of the yes, I do not want to have to kill specific people. But, there's another reason this works. It actually makes sense. Like, even the ones that don't, you can't recruit to your side, makes sense that you can't recruit them. And I like that. With, you know, Ingrid and Scarlet Blaze, makes sense. Ingrid and Golden Wildfire also makes sense. But a lot of the Golden Wildfire is just... save it for the negatives. Save it for the negatives. So, there. Claude's humility. Olivia getting his ass kicked when we help Count Burgleys. He's in Scarlet Blaze. Really good. The support is... This is where we start getting into the supports. So, Ferdinand and Petra, Ferdinand and Lindhart, absolutely love those. Hubert and Bernadetta, all great. I elaborate on these more in the thing, and a lot of them kind of speak for themselves. So there we go. Now for one, speaking of Ingrid, Dimitri mourning Ingrid after Aryan Road. I like that because I appreciate that Dimitri still has it together even after we kill Ingrid. That's a nice touch. Not gonna lie, and I need to adjust this. That's where we're at. So yes, Dimitri mourning Ingrid, all of the yes. As well as Edelgard acknowledging her errors. Ouch. You keep doing that. Speaking of which, a lot of what makes a lot of these scenes, including the supports work, is the voice acting, which I am giving 2 pluses to. I honestly don't feel like I need to explain myself further. Yeah, no, I know. So this is where we started getting into the paralogs. Noblest of Nobles. That was just a fun little side story, and I enjoyed it on that front. The Saros Snare was actually it was also very interesting and engaging. Unsettling Truths was a great dive into Lawrence's mindset. The Chapter 9 story battle was excellent. Excellent in Scarlet Blaze. Haze. Great stuff. The Empire and Alliance joining forces was such a good moment. Definitely worthy of a plus. Absolutely. Then we have a couple of Shez supports. Dorothea and Petra. As well as Edelgard and Linhardt support. Okay. the Shez and Dorothea one with wanting to hear her sing, that was sweet and very nice. Shez and Petra, neat. You know, the "you should be returning with me to Bridget" thing, always nice. It was always is nice, but the Edelgard and Linhardt support was just wholesome, and Edelgard being a cat person. That was an adorable scene, and I frickin' loved it. It was great. Subjugation of Western Fargus, Story Plus. Great, good stuff. Really enjoyed it. And 2 pluses for the Gerald's death cutscenes. I'm just gonna extend those to the other cutscenes because they were good scenes. I just don't much care for some of the other things surrounding it. And I just realized I've got a freaking long thing here, so let's shrink this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's where we're at. So 2 more, and then I put a V there. And then there's the cutscene across all the routes in which you recruit Geralt and Byleth. Great, good stuff, in my opinion. Indian. So we're at 49. And we are adding. Anyway, so. The Ferdinand and Bernadetta support, which was excellent. And which was good. Edelgard and Hubert, which isn't really a surprise. Nice. Edelgard and Hubert's support was excellent. And Shez and Bernadetta was really good. I really enjoyed the Byleth and Gerald support. Really dived into the relationship a bit more. And I really enjoyed that. Next page. Caspar and Balthus' support was hilarious as hell, and I'm here for it. Absolutely. Shez and Happy was a good time. Really enjoyed that one. Yuri and Balthus' support, funny as always. There's not much else for me to say there, except I need to move on to the next song. Bernadetta and Petra's support. Yes. All of the yes on that front. Alright. Ferdinand and Dorothea's support is 2. This one I gotta talk about. The contrast. I want to remind you, in 3 houses, I gave the Ferdinand and Dorothea support 2 negatives because I hated it. Here, Dorothea never confronted Ferdinand because they were too busy for 2 years, which made a lot of sense. What didn't make sense in 3 houses was it was 5 years of a fucking stalemate that could potentially have them working together during a stalemate for 5 years and never bring it up. And that's bullcrap. Here, it actually works, and the misunderstanding makes perfect sense. And, okay, I'll admit it. If I wasn't someone who wanted to ship Ferdinand with Constance, this support would make me hardcore ship. If I wasn't already shipping Dorothea with Petra and Ferdinand with Constance, I'd be shipping Ferdinand and Dorothea hard. Especially if this was the support that I had seen first. I have no idea who I would ship Constance with, or Petra with, for that matter. Probably Claude if I had to pick for Petra. Anyways. Shez and Hubert, Shez and Edelgard. I really don't feel like I need to say anything more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And then Shez and Yuri, which was actually kind of a nice little insight, right, into Yuri as a person, which I appreciated. Caspar and Lindhart's support was good. Dorothy and Bernadetta, always a good time. Yuritsa and Mercedes was a good support as well. Shez and Geralt was a nice little dive into that whole, you know, what does Shez think of Geralt, considering, you know, what happened to Berlin's mercenaries. As we move on to the next song. Defeating the former Duke Eyre. Need I say more? That was such a great scene for Ferdinand, and I'm here for it. All of the yes on that scene. Even if I fucking hated the map. The church's plan to retake Garrick Mach. Great scene, and I enjoyed it. Both in Golden Wildfire and in whichever ones that it showed up in. So, yes. Then we have the Shez and Ferdinand support, the Ferdinand and Hubert support, and the Edelgard in Ferdinand's support. Great dives into Ferdinand's character. And the Edelgard and Bernadetta support was also really, really interesting. Petra and Constance was a good support, as with Petra not fully understanding the concept of two Constances, and her confusion being completely understandable. The Shez and Caspar support about Note art was just fun and engaging, and I loved it. I know a lot of these are just, I like this, therefore they're a plus, but come on. That's part... At this point, you should know where we're going with all this. A Reason to Fight, which was one of the paralogs I do not remember. I might be able to look that up, actually. Events. Oh, okay. Hey, A Reason to Fight. Which one was this? If I need a reminder, hey, I've got an event viewer. I just gotta wait for it to load.
You get all of them?
Oh, this one. Okay. Okay, that's this one. Yeah. The Leone Gerald paralogue, that was good stuff. Absolutely. Back to the music. And that was good stuff. Even if I didn't like the map. Which I feel like I'm going to be saying a lot for some of these. I also liked the Ashen Wolves reunion. That was a good one too, and I need to fix this. It was a good thing. Oh, nice. 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And that's where we are there. Okay, so now we come to the Lawrence and Lysithea support, which was good stuff. Cats and dogs. Hugs. I'm gonna be doing this a bit, sorry. Like cats and dogs, excuse me. Which one was this one? As it loads.
Are you even listening to me, Linhart? I know what I saw.
Ah, yes. The dichotomy between Caspar and Linhart, not to mention the fact that we actually get to dive a bit more into the personalities and the friendship of Count Burgleys and Count Heverin. Great stuff. I love that I can just see the initial thing and just know exactly which one it is. Just from the initial two characters. Alright. Alright, so that's it for that page. Next, we have... What time is it? Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Let's see. The ALL battle cutscene. I fucking love that scene. That scene was breathtakingly awesome. Great stuff. And yes, it was the Gronder cutscene all over again. All of the yes. Edelgard and Dimitri's support conversation, which yes is what that actually counts as. I took a look at it. It's in the support log. So basically it's the Edelgard and Dimitri support and the Edelgard and Claude support. And while we're at it... wait, did I write that down? I didn't. Well, the one between those two was just okay, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So, there's that. Where are we at here? 7, 8, 9, 11. That's where we're at there. Dude, we're at there. Alright. Fighting Epimenides. Yeah. I enjoyed the Epimenides saga. It was actually a really nice touch. As was the Shez and Byleth and Shez and Shamir supports. Great stuff. In my opinion, all of the yes. As was Shez and Constance, Edelgard and Dorothea. Yeah, Gerald and Leonie. That one was actually great for me because I actually enjoyed the hell out of that. The Merc Whistle letters are a nice touch. And a plus for Scarlet Blaze's ending. The only ending to get a plus. Let that sink in. Oh, and then, of course, Dorothy and Hubert, because, yeah. The humor is a plus. Absolutely. Because I love the humor in this game. Now we move on to Azure Gleam. Rufus's death. That was such a good scene, and I freaking love it. Yes. All of the yes for that. The aftermath of Rufus's death is also a plus, because it is just such a good... It's great stuff, and I'm all here for it. Right, so yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. That's where we're at. God, we're already at 93 pluses. Holy shit. And we're not done. We're not done by a long shot. The discussion of whether or not they should the kingdom should shelter the church. Such a great debate, and I love it. Sedith and Flane's support is a plus, as I love the wholesomeness between those two, and I always have. Miquelon. They actually did something interesting with Miquelon, and while I am disappointed we are not allowed to save him, I think he's still a good enough addition that it doesn't bug me as much. Petra and Dudu's support. Need I say more? Alright. Dorothy and Flane's support is also a plus, because all of the yes. Felix and Mercedes' support was nice and wholesome, and I enjoyed it immensely. And the more I'm thinking about her, the more I'm gonna put up that to 2 in the negatives. So, speaking of upping, a scene I upped to 2 positive, excuse me. Freeing Dimitri when Cornelia has him captive. I honestly don't even feel like I need to say anything more about that scene. That scene was so goddamn good! I must sacrifice myself for my people. Dudu comes in. Yeah, fuck that. Right, let's go. Now, obviously, he said it a lot better than that, but you get my point. Nice. You know? Like, you get... Like, I honestly just feel like that scene was just poetry in motion. And it's actually one of the reasons why I like Azure Gleam despite its ending. I don't like the second half of Azure Gleam, but Azure Gleam is still an amazing route, and I fucking love it. And that's coming from the guy who fucking hated Azure Moon. Let that sink in. Alright. Let's just say a plus for Dudu's Paralogue. Because, yes, all of the yes. That was such a good scene. That flower field scene, being alone, cemented the plus. As for that. Damn right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're there. That's 102 for the record. And again, we're not done. We're not done by a long shot. Oh my god, okay. Well, now we actually have to go far down my page for the next X Plus, because now it's the ending cutscene of Aryan Road in Azure Gleam. Yes, and I just realized I don't have chat up on screen. I mean, oh my god, what am I thinking? I'll put chat over here. My apologies. Now your stuff will appear on screen, Neko. I'm sorry. Neko's just been sitting over there recruiting characters in Azure Gleam, so for the YouTube crowd, you're not missing much from her statements, other than mentioning that she was surprised too with with Monica. And that's about it. Ugh, but anyways, but yes, no, I love the cutscene. It's such a good good thing. Awesome. Yes. Now for a few more supports as I switch songs because, god damn it, the song is repetitive. All right. Okay. Yep. Yeah, you mentioned that. Let's see. So, now for some supports. Words with Shez. And some supports with Shez is Dimitri, Dedue, who Ash, Felix, all of the yes. Such great dichotomy. I've always loved it. Yeah. Such a great dichotomy. Love the supports Shez has with Blue Lions. All of the yes. Alright, next up. Dimitri and Dedue. Dimitri and Felix. I love the relationship between those characters. It just really works. Mercedes and Annette, glad to see that still intact. Absolutely love it. Shez and Annette, great stuff. Tough. And I think, I think we can up that to 2 as well. Next up is Dimitri and Ingrid. Great stuff. I think it's a good one. Yes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. God, this is just getting funny at this point. All right, now the story pluses are slowing down. Like they are slowing down pretty much from here on out. So, the Dimitri and Yuri support is next. I actually like that kind of bring Dimitri's viewpoint down to earth. It's good stuff. The Ash and Flame support. Yes. All of the yes. It's great stuff. Petra and Raphael's support was good. Good. Dedue and Ash. Dedue and Mercedes. Especially the Mercedes one. I really like the idea of just Dedue trying to not be as intimidating to people who he doesn't want to be intimidating to. It's a nice touch, and if anybody could help him with that, it's Mercedes. And I like that. Yeah, like me. Hey, how I was doing it with the Kill Byleth routes. It's actually why I extended this series of streams further because of that. That's the funny thing. Alright. Felix and Ingrid, great stuff. Their support was very, very nice. Okay, that's what that was. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna say a wash just to that in general. Felix and Rodrigue, Dedue and Catherine. There's just something very engaging, and I like the idea that you know the Blue Lions are not just automatically lovers of every member of the Church of Saros. And I just love the dichotomy between Felix and Rodrigue. It's great stuff in my opinion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. Dimitri and Annette. Really, really fun, really good stuff. I will forever like that. Lawrence and Ignatz. That's, again, showing that Lawrence isn't just a stick-up-his-ass jackass, and I like it. Catherine and Shamir's support. Great to see that the great character dynamic between those two. Great to see the character dynamic between those two really works. Let's see. Dimitri's speech just before going to retake Garrick Mach. Absolutely love that speech. That scene was frickin' poetry. Yes. All of the yes. I'm sorry, Holst, but you are not two positives. As we move on to Golden Wildfire now. Yeah. Here we go. So, Ferdinand being in command of the army. I like the fact that he has to take on responsibility, and I like that that actually means something. So, there you go. Really nice, and it was really engaging, even if he does disappear for kind of dumb reasons. Claude supports with Ignatz and Raphael. Again, this almost feels like the narrative and the supports had different people writing for Claude, because he's good in the supports, but in the narrative he's kind of, what the hell? Right where they're wanted, Holst and Balthus' paralogue. Yes, that is such a good paralogue. I love it. Ending Shahid. That scene was good. I liked that. And honestly, it was a great touch to finally have the confirmation that, yeah, no, really, Claude is Elmiran royalty. I love that final line, and Joe Zija delivers that final line of that scene perfectly. This is not how I wanted it to end between us. I'm sorry, my brother. Great stuff. So the Alliance becoming the Federation. I like that. It's a cool idea, and I actually really like the advancement of Claude's character. It's good stuff in my opinion. You know? The Claude and Hilda support. I really enjoyed that one. I like the dichotomy between those two. It's really, really nice. Love it. All of the yes. Ignatz and Raphael. Always good to see this friendship continue to blossom. It's really good. I enjoy the hell out of it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're there. $132. Jesus Christ. Okay. Balthus and Shamir's support. Good stuff. Love diving into Balthus' character like that. Hilda and Ignatz' support was good stuff, as my pen was running out of ink at this point, so that's why I had to switch to my blue pen. Leone and Raphael's support. Good stuff. Really enjoyed it. The hunting stuff was really good. I liked it. Bernadetta and Linhart's support. Yes. All of the yes. Really enjoyed it. It was just a nice, touching love story that didn't have to end in tragedy, and I loved it. Even if Bernie ran away before she could see that the story actually was a happy ending rather than a sad one. Hilda and Marianne's support. This friendship. I have always thought it was good. All of the yes. Ignatz and Leone's support. Great stuff. Chez and Claude. They did Claude and Lysithea. Two great support conversations that really dive more into both Lysithea and Claude's characters, and I am all here for it. The Ash and Raphael support, another good one. One that I enjoyed immensely, all of the yes. Marianne and Bernadetta, another good support. Very, very heartwarming stuff, and I freaking love it. Oh, I was doing that quite a bit too. It's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. We are there. 142. Jesus. Where was I? I was at Marianne and Bernadetta. Raphael and Marianne, good support. Hilda and Dorothea was a very nice, heartwarming one. Salvation's opening cutscene. I need to pull this up. Because we are over on Golden Wildfire. Oh yeah, that was this one. That was this cutscene. That was this cutscene. I still love this cutscene, and I always will. So I'm just gonna let it play while because yes, this was such a good scene. Loved it. All of the yes. I'm already done.
I owe you one. Honestly, it almost feels like you held back till I needed help.
Far be it for me to say that you're wrong. Being owed a favor by the Emperor herself is...
Well then, I guess we can call it even. But don't close your ledger just yet, Claude.
My quill is at the ready, Edelgard. Call in all the favors you want. Ready, you guys? It's time we show them just what Lester can do in a fight!
I'm sorry, I love that scene. About as much as I enjoy... is this it? This. This is the next positive. This scene is so good. And as much as I don't care for the kill Byleth route, even I have to admit it was worth it for this scene to be in my event viewer. So, yes, I am all for this. Yes. So, there we go. I may have my issues, but yes, this scene was really, really good, and I'm all here for it. Okay, back to the music. Where were we in the music? Oh my god, we were not that far down in the music. We were here. Apex of the world. We'll go here. Alright, so. Yuri and Marianne's support. I really like that dichotomy, the misunderstanding, and Yuri having to correct himself. I really like that. And Yuri being allergic to horses. Interesting. Yeah. Let's see. Happy and Shamir. Something about that one just really resonated with me, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. Now we've got some more supports. God damn it. Because this is where I went on the kill Byleth routes with the other stuff. So, Sylvain and Mercedes. That is good stuff. Dimitri and Mercedes was another good one. Really enjoyed that one. Annette and Ash. Ingrid and Marianne. Sylvain and Yuri. Sylvain and Ignatz. And the next one we'll talk about in a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Because that's where we're at. Oh my god, this might actually, just on the story axis, be the highest rated Fire Emblem game. Jesus Christ. Alright. Right. So all those supports, 2 pluses to Lawrence and Annette. Honestly, I just kind of like the dichotomy, especially in the second one where Annette is just kind of sitting there like, what? What? It's so good, and it made me legit laugh my ass off. I laughed out loud, so loud and so hard that it was just like, oh my god. I'm surprised we didn't get a freaking noise complaint from how loud I laughed at that scene. Oh my god. Yuri and Sedith. I don't feel like I need to explain this one. Such a good scene. From laughing my ass off to world building. Oh, fuck yes. Next up, 4 pluses being given out because Rodrigue's death and the fallout of it. Yes, I'm giving separate positives to Rodrigue's death in general. So I guess we could say, well, my neighbors, because I live in an apartment. So, and, you know, because of how hard I was laughing. I was surprised that my neighbors didn't, you know, put in a complaint about the noise. So either they were all at work or it didn't bug them. That's about the only way I could see that. But anyways, yes. Rodriguez's death. We gotta talk about this. Contrast this with the fact that Rodriguez's death scene is a triple negative in freaking Three Houses. Honestly, I think this is how you should do a death scene. In fact, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna up it to a third positive for Rodriguez's death. Just because I can. Rodriguez's death was a triple negative in Azure Moon because I hated it. It was stupid, it was tepid, his reasons were garbage, all of it. This was a shock death. And this made so much sense. It worked. Dimitri and Felix's reactions to it, which is the only route I feel like the well, no, I shouldn't say that. Golden Wildfire is the only one I don't think the reactions make any sense, but, you know, aside from Fleisch, in Golden Wildfire, or, no, I'm sorry, in Scarlet Blaze, I honestly feel the reaction to the deaths, it's made the most sense here. Because Rodriguez's death was such a huge impact, as it should. There was massive amount of impact, maximum amount of just, yes, this is how it should be. And that makes perfect sense to me. So, 3 for the death, 3 positives for the death, 2 for the aftermath. All of the yes. Do not tell me that I am anti-Kingdom of Fargus. You wanted my evidence for why Rodriguez's death didn't fucking work in Azure Moon? This. Anyways, let's move on with some more supports, shall we? Annette and Constance. Constance, yes. Instance, Monica and Hubert. Hubert and Caspar, because this is where we're getting into the Scarlet Blaze stuff. Petra and Caspar, mostly just for the sheer... I love that Petra is allowed to make a mistake, is basically what that one boils down to. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh boy. Alright. So, Dorothy and Monica. Hang on, didn't I already give that? Oedipus? Where is it? Oh, that was Ferdinand and Hubert, not Edelgard and Hubert. So yeah, no, I do have to give that one. Yes. Why didn't I give that one? That makes no sense. Okay, my screen went dark. It's time for a new song. Alright. So yeah, Edelgard and Hubert slash Ferdinand and Hubert, whichever one I said. The other whichever one I said earlier, it's the other one, and that gets the support here. Edelgard and Yuritsa. I like the dichotomy. What can I say? Hey, Ferdinand and Lysithea was good. Good. Claude betraying the Empire and Scarlet Blaze. I both love and hate this at the exact same time. So it's another positive-negative scenario. So, there you go. And that's it for that page. Final page, at last. We're almost done. Oh my god. Ellen Hubert, then Ferdinand and Hubert, because it was a good. That one was a good support too. But anyways, so the last three story ones, I'm actually going to do in a different order, or 5. Excuse me. There's 5 left. Under the Protection of the Golden Deer. Great stuff. Further cemented Count Gloucester's plus the story. The Shez and Leone support. Great stuff. What lies within? Shit. What lies within? Whoops. What lies within? Wah! Damn it, Joy-Con Drift! I am not in the fucking mood. You mind? I got. Oh my god. What lies within? What were you? What were you? What lies within? I just did this yesterday and I can't remember it. My memory sucks. It always has.
I'm sorry to drag you into this.
Oh, the Hilda and...
It's all good.
The Hilda and Marianne paralogue. Yes, I stand behind that 100%. We were on Apex of the World. Sure, let's do this one. Alright, so yes. What lies within? Absolutely. All of the yes. And then 2 supports for Coming Clean, for the map itself, and for Claude revealing his heritage. Good scene, good story beats, really enjoyed it. Yes, all of the yes. The demonic beast was running from you? What? Okay then. Alright. Now let's do one final thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is all of the story positives. Oh my god. For the record, that is 175 story positives. Yeah, it's weird that it was trying to run from you. Alright. Now, on to the negatives. Oh boy, here we go. I'm curious as to where we're going to be with the negatives. Alright, so, The first one that I jotted down, it is already up on screen. That was for Claude in general. God, I hated that so much. Alright. No story negatives on the first page. Rhea. Once again, Rhea is aggravating. I think I've said my piece about how much I despise how much everybody kisses Rhea's ass and claims that Rhea is the linchpin of keeping Fodlan together. She is not. She is the villain. Well, I shouldn't say the villain. She's a villain. And one of the, in my opinion, two major villains. Moving on. Let's get this out of the way. Kronya and Solon are negatives. They don't contribute much to this story. They're just kind of there, and they really should be more prevalent. Especially considering there's some story potential there with Kronya, especially considering Monica's alive. But we get nothing! Absolutely nothing! And Solon was just there to get the plot rolling, and that was the end of that. Ugh. Then we've got Cyril. I've said my piece on Cyril. He is such a nothing burger in this game. It's just dumb. Moving on. That's it for that page. Yeah, this one's probably going to top it at this rate. Jesus. Where's my next story negative? I mean, granted, this is Scarlet Blaze, so there's not going to be too many in Scarlet Blaze for negatives, but... Oh, wow. All the way to Meta Day. Wasted data. There's nothing more for me to add. He is just a waste of my goddamn time. Wow, there really isn't much. There really isn't much. Holy crap. I've actually encountered more gameplay negatives. Yeesh. Alright, here we go. Okay. Rufus. We're all the way in Azure Gleam now. Rufus is our next negative. I did not like Rufus. I hated Rufus so goddamn much. Just all of the no in regards to Rufus. Cornelia is two negatives. I hated Cornelia. I've got nothing more to say. She was a waste of time, and I really hate confronting Cornelia too, because that's another waste of our goddamn time. Then there's the Western Kingdom Lords, who can all go to hell. Because seriously, oh my god, fuck that. Cornelia's death left us feeling empty because, god damn it, because of course. Oh yeah, here's the one I artificially added. I don't like Ash in Scarlet Blaze. He's just aggravating. Oh, did I make the right choice? Oh, did I make the right choice? He's so one-note, it's pathetic. I wanted to stop talking to him. Also nice. He's on S ranking all of Chapter 6. Duke Ire, two negatives. God damn it, I hate Ferdy's dad. Fuck him. The Felix and Annette support. I hated it. I hated it so goddamn much. It was so stupid. It just... It annoyed the piss out of me. Pilardo. 2 negatives. I hated Pilardo. He was such a... He was another waste of fucking time, effort, and everything. What the hell were they thinking? Love and hate in wartime. Which I don't actually remember which one that was, so let me double check that. Love and hate in wartime. What's this? What were you?
So is it true, Catherine?
Right, this one. Yeah, I didn't. We learned nothing. And I hate when you throw filler in and don't do anything with it. So, there we go. And that's it for that page. I guess we should clean this up, shouldn't we? Let's go from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's where we're at for the story negatives so far. Next up, Azure Gleam's lack of Ferdinand. What the hell? Right. Yeah, when you're not in battle. I mean, I have the list because I can just pull it up, right? Because that's actually the event viewer, which actually I should jot that down as. I should jot that down as a. I'm gonna jot that down as a gameplay plus. Is what I'm gonna do. The event viewer is a gameplay plus. Okay, that is where we're at. Alright, so. Yeah, the lack of Ferdinand is just what the actual hell. I hate it so much. As well as Evil's Bane and Love's Protection. Gerald teaming up with his former night buddies. Yeah, we'll get to that in the gameplay axis because... And it doesn't help that the story kind of sucked too. Arvel's betrayal comes out of nowhere. And I really don't like that. There's no build-up to it. He just suddenly attacks Byleth. The fuck? Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah, when we get to the gameplay negatives. Oh, Jesus. That's a triple negative there. But anyways, sorry. Bump the mic. Yeah, Arvel's betrayal, not very good. 2 negatives for Edelgard's condition and Azure Gleam. I hated it. I hate it so much. It's so stupid. Why? Also, the lack of Hubert in Azure Gleam. Yeah, I'm giving a negative for each because it's just like, ugh. Speaking of which, Azure Gleam's ending. I don't know what the hell they were thinking with that. I really don't. Ugh. Negative for pacing, negative for padding. God damn it. I got so... After a while, it just got so repetitive and just... I like this game, but... After a while, it just got aggravating. And granted, that might be because of 6 playthroughs, but there are games where I can do 20 playthroughs and still enjoy it. I can literally name like 5 games like that off the top of my head. So, no. The pacing and the padding can just go to hell. Moving on to Golden Wildfire. Shahid is a negative. He just was such a nothing burger, and he just interrupted the flow, which ties into the pacing we just talked about. So then there's no other story negatives up in my notes until we get to Shez and Lysithia support. I got so sick of that. I got so sick of that, it was just not even funny. Honey, so just all of the no. Oh, with that one. Where was I? What? Oh, I missed the story support, or story plus. The Battle of Gronder. How dare I? Battle of Gronder was good. But the Clash of ALL was not. Claude acting like a moron and out of character, if I may be blunt. And no. All of the no with Clash at ALL. Fuck that chapter. Worst chapter in the game. In fact, you know what? Triple negative. I upped the Rodrigue thing to 3 positives. I'm gonna up this to 3 negatives. Fuck that chapter. Invasion of the Western Kingdom was dumb. I don't understand why we're doing it. The battle for Ferdiad was aggravating as sin. And from a story perspective and a gameplay perspective, but we'll get to that later. The music direction was all over the goddamn place, so that's a negative. God. Next. No build up to killing Byleth. Byleth just shows up on each of the maps. In fact, you know what? I'm going to give that 2 negatives because there really should have been more build up than that. And it's so irritating. The Battle of Taltine can go to hell, as can the Golden Wildfire's ending, because just ugh. Where the fuck is Hubert in Golden Wildfire? Speaking of the Golden Wildfire's bullcrap. So yeah, all of the no. I've already given the Claude betraying the Empire thing, so that's already a thing. The inconsistency of the character models for named characters is another thing that can just go away. Hey, Leonie's refusal to join us in Scarlet Blaze is kill Byleth route. Oh, just because we killed Geralt. Makes no fucking sense. Leonie, you're a mercenary. You should know better. Go to hell. That's it. Alright. Now I gotta redo this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, calls us a murderer, even though we killed Gerald in battle, in honorable combat. So that's where we are, story-wise, so far. On to the gameplay. Now, this one should be interesting. Interesting, because we got a lot to discuss with the gameplay, too. Oh my god. God, that's 176 minus 44. So far, yeah, this is adding up. Alright, so gameplay plus and gameplay negative for the tutorial. Good stuff, good info, but man, does it holding your hand and piss me off. The intro, however, is a plus to gameplay, as it is good stuff. The skills are a plus. Need I say more? The Three Houses chapter is a gameplay plus. It's good stuff. The monster battles, I am actually going to scribble out that gameplay plus because I'm just going to call them a wash because they got irritating after a while. Well, so yeah. The Shadows of Adrestia plus. Us. Great stuff. Loved it. Loved it. All of the yes. The Training Grounds is a plus. All of the stuff that it allows you to do is amazing, and I love it. All of the yes. The Battle of Garreg Mach, which is in Scarlet Blaze, us taking over Garreg Mach. Yes. Yes. Yeah. I love the way the awesomeness of the Training Grounds. Music is 2 pluses. All of the yes for the music. Battle of Madrid Way. Yeah. Great stuff. The Coup of Murden. Yep. Side quests are simultaneously a gameplay plus and a gameplay negative. The side quests can be interesting, but they can also be goddamn aggravating. So, yeah, plus and negative. The Blitz of Regan, plus. Us. Noblest of Nobles, gameplay plus. The Subjugation of Western Fargus, 2 pluses. Great map. Yeah, that honestly is weird. So, Subjugation of Western Fargus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Next. Shadow Slide. Its own separate plus because it is such a cool, unique ability. But I guess unique abilities in character abilities in general can be placed here. Because, the character actions themselves can be placed here. So, there you go. Yeah, no kidding. The West's Last Stand. Good stuff. That was fun as hell. Pacification of Harim was actually kind of fun, not gonna lie. The Ashen Wolves reunion was fun on top of being a good story. Cats and Dogs was fun. Really enjoyed that. Showdown at ALL. Great chapter. Really fun. The Shez versus Byleth map, as much as it was aggravating of them warping all over the place, I still think it was a good, fun map. Yep. It actually took away something I was relying on as a crutch. Yeah. And yet, when the crutch was taken away, I still enjoyed myself. Let that sink in. Fighting Epimenides, yes. All of the yes. Yes. And here's where I will fix it. Scarlet Blaze's endgame. Because all of the yes. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wow. Ah. Alright. Now. New Game Plus. It's a great New Game Plus. All of the yes. This plus the New Game Plus. Power progression curve is a plus. Yes. I do feel like I get stronger really well. Deliverance in the Valley of Torment in Azure Gleam was a good map. Really enjoyed it. Wildflowers for the future. Deduce Paralog. Great stuff. Give me a minute here. Gameplay positives kinda slowed right down. Oh. Oh my god, they've ground to a halt. Oh. Plus for the war map. Good stuff. Sorry, Bernie, taking your catapults. Do me a favor and surrender while you're handing me your catapults. What else do we got here? A Night of Wonder. No, you're in the middle of the battle, so I will look it up on the event. And viewer. More time. Who's Night of Wonder? Here we go. Yeah, exactly. Screw you, Ingrid. Oh,
you wanted
this
to see
one.
me, Constance?
Yeah, that old Paralog. That was good stuff. Well, you were in the middle of... It sounded like you were in the middle of the battle, so I didn't want to interrupt you. But yeah, Gameplay Plus for A Night of Wonder, that was good stuff. And Threats from the North is also a Gameplay Plus, because that was a fun map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. So that's where we're at. Alright, so that's where we're at there. Showdown at LL on the Azure Gleam path. Yes, deserves its own plus. The Vanguard Whistle is a great mechanic. Love it. The Chase to Garrick Mach is a good thingy. And then Golden Wildfires. There's Chapter 3 map. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, loved fighting Shahid in Golden Wildfire at the beginning, even if I don't like his character. The Daedrew Gambit, good stuff. The Battle at Gronder, yeah, fun as hell. Oh, the Flaish's Revenge map, good stuff. Pacification of Ordelia, I did enjoy that one. Salvation was an awesome map. Yep. The Battle of Talentine, despite myself, was good game on the gameplay side, but the story side was crap. Ugh, I hated it. The Record Keeper is a plus, because yes, it is effectively the free mode, and I love it. I enjoy recruiting Byleth in the other two pathways, plus for each. What Lies Within was fun. It was good. Loved Coming Clean. And Under the Protection of the Golden Deer was great, and the Event Viewer is awesome. It's an awesome feature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's where we're at there. Damn. That's crazy. But we're not done. Because now we gotta go with the gameplay negatives. This is gonna be interesting. Alright. First of all, so yeah, the two that we got up right now are for the tutorialization, and there was one other one. Which I guess we'll look at later. But there was tutorialization on the other one. Shez versus Byleth in round one. I'm sorry, I don't like the prologue map at all. I honestly feel like it's just, it kind of is a slog to get through, and it's just like I want to get on with it, you know, especially on the future runs. So yeah. Next up, trash health. God, the trash in this game just has way too much health. It doesn't feel like you're really plowing through mooks until way later, and I kind of hate that. And it really is just aggravating. Hitting. Expeditions. I'm sorry. I still don't like them. They have some cool ideas, but the expeditions just feel lacking. I don't know. It just doesn't have the charm of the tea parties, in my opinion. Oh Oh, side quests was the other one that I had already placed. So there we go. The unnecessary animations, you know, when they're casting things or starting the full aside. Ugh, just ugh. The S-rank time limits, those get aggravating way too often, and it's just like, no. Just no. The Defense of the Silver Maiden was not a fun map. I hated it. Ugh, just no. Even if there was some good story beats. Nice. Unsettling Truths was good on the story axis, but on the gameplay axis, it was kind of annoying and dumb. Ugh. Meta-day is not gameplay. Lock-on is finicky as hell, and it can go away. Oh, wow, that's fast. Anyways, lock-on is finicky and can go away. Chaos and Albany is just, two negatives for the grind, because god damn it. And because god damn it with that. Mercenary Complications was just not a fun map. Enshrouded Memories wasn't that fun. Seriously, this game has a fucking fetish for the bombardments, and it can go away. The difficulty curve is just aggravating. Crisis in Furiad is dumb, and the railroading in that map is just so frickin' real. The random Fog of War maps are just unnecessary. The Liberation of Furiad can go away. And the side mission restrictions. Ugh. So many aggravations. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 10. Oh. Good. Oh. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's where we are on. That's where we are at with the story. With these story negatives. And that was at the Liberation. Yeah, the Liberation of Furiad is where we ended off. No, the side mission restrictions is where we ended off. So, the side quests that start with just monsters. I hated those. Those just got aggravating. And ugh. Fair enough. Enough with that. The freezing fetish. You know what? This got aggravating. It continued to be aggravating consistently. 2 negatives. God, I hated it so much. The knockback can go to hell, and that's another one that I'm gonna up to 2, just because. Ugh, no. Ugh. Saving the Silver Maiden was frickin' irritating. Hating the frickin' unskippable cutaways can go to hell. Well, love and hate in wartime can go to hell. It was just not fun. Stopping the couriers in side quests. Ugh. In fact, you know what? That's another one I'm upping to 2, just because it was just consistently frickin' annoying. Ugh. All of the no. Oh, on that one. Ugh. Low health beeping. Beeping, yeah, I know I wasn't hearing it very often, but it was still aggravating every time it showed up. Ugh. 2 negatives for the tutorials on New Game Plus. Fucking seriously, game? Go away. Hey. So. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah. That's where we're at with that. Holy shit. So far, that is already surpassing. I can tell you just based on the story score, that's surpassing, that surpasses frickin', both Sacred Stones and Three Houses. But that's it. That's it for my notes. But we're not done. As ever, we are not done. We still have the audit. So, bit of lag. Because I need to pull up the audit list. Because now, it's time for us to audit this sucker. So, let's do it. On the story axis, animations. You know what? Yeah, I hate to do it, but I do think the animations get a little repetitive and overly just... there's not much personality. Atmosphere and tone, Babylon 5 effect, not really. Background lore? The banter. You know what? Yeah, I'll give a plus for banter. I think that's the first time I've ever given a plus for banter, now that I'm thinking about it. Branching narrative. I'll say wash on that. Brickwork, it's okay. Camera work, yeah, no. Oh. Negative for camera work, as I honestly feel it's just boring static camera angles in the story, and a negative to gameplay for the camera just being aggravating. Ugh. Cinematics, yeah, we've already said. Consequence storytelling, Cutscene incompetence. I hate to do it, but Azure Gleam did bring in cutscene incompetence. I hate it. I hate it so much. Dialogue, it was fine. Doodads, meh. Empty text? You know what? Yeah. I hate to do it, but empty text negative. I hated it. In-game, post-game optionals, I think I've said my piece. External continuity, I gave a plus. Fake drama. In Golden Wildfire? Yes. Oh, one other negative I forgot. The pacing in Golden Wildfire specifically. I completely forgot about that. Or the padding, excuse me. You know what, though? The pacing and the padding of Golden Wildfire deserve negatives, in my opinion. Just because, God, Golden Wildfire really is an aggravation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. So that's where we're at there. And I should probably go ahead and just... There. Alright. Now. So, yeah. Fake drama and all that, okay. Foreshadowing? Eh. Humor? I gave a plus. Integration and segregation? I'll just say wash. Internal continuity. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Intro, I've said my piece. The lighting is fine. Localization is fine. Missions, yeah. Moments, yeah. Music direction, I gave a negative. Emblem effect. Nah. Outro. Oh, said my piece. Pacing and padding, I just said my piece. Plot. You know what? Yeah, for Golden Wildfire's plot gets a negative. I'm sorry, I hate it. I'm gonna destroy the central church. Why? Because I want Fodlan to be free. Without understanding the nuance of that, like I did in Three Houses. In fact, external continuity negative on that front. Ugh. Party absence and limitation, eh. Princess Peach sections, there really are none. Sound design was fine. Story sequencing was okay. Storyboarding was fine. Storytelling mechanics, eh. Themes, nah. Visual continuity, eh. Visual storytelling, kind of there. Voice acting, I gave a couple of pluses to. Voice direction, is fine. World building, yeah, let's give a plus to world building. I actually think this game does good world building. And the 10,000 years problem. The scale. No, I think we're fine there. Moving on now to gameplay. AI and enemy design. It's fine. All roads lead to Rome, and the branching storytelling, meh. Animations are fine. Audio spam, yeah. I hate to do it, but I gotta give at least one negative for audio spam. It did start to get aggravating after a while. Auto battle and AI. Yeah, you know what? Let's give a plus to the ally AI, because why not? Alternate leveling mechanics. I guess we could give a I already gave the plus for the training ground, so you know what? No. Backtracking. Yeah. I'm gonna give a negative for the backtracking and railroading on some of those maps, because good lord, what the actual fuck? Bestuary, not really there. Bosses, they were. I basically went wash with a lot of them. Bugs, not really. Builds and combos, kind of, but not really. Built-in cheats, not really. The camera, I gave that negative. Co-op is a wash because it's not online. Controls are fine. Core combat, I'm going to go ahead and give a +2. Core mechanics and RNG, yeah. Cosmetics, they're fine. There were no crashes. Difficulty curve I gave a -2. Difficulty options. I'm just gonna say wash. Durability. Actually, I like how they handle durability. Plus to durability. Early game, mid game, late game, meh. Encounter rate, 8, Encounters, Enemy variety. For the most part, it was fine. Well, no, actually. You know what? Never mind. The enemy variety was not really there, in my opinion. Negative. Actually, you know what? Plus and negative, because as you progressed, you did get more different units, but they did bombard you with a lot of them. So, yeah. In-game, post-game optionals. Said my piece. Fast travel. Level. I gave the plus for Shadow Slide. I'd by itself, which was fine. Fine. Moments of gotcha. No. Graphics. Grind and leveling. I gave 2. Guidance and flow of exploration. Negative for the flow of exploring maps because ugh. Hubs and towns, it's fine. The HUD is fine. Hyper beam or hyper fail moment. I didn't feel powerful when I got Arval's power right at the beginning. Negative. Hyper fail moment. Info in game is fine. Integration and subjugation is fine. Interface is fine. Intro, I've said my piece. Inventory and itemization. Mission, kit classes and power-ups are fine. Launch was fine. The levels and stages, I've said my piece. Level scaling doesn't apply. Lighting is fine. Penalty of failure. Error in mid-mission checkpointing. Okay. Considering that the fail state is literally you hit the defeat thing and you can restart a battle, it could potentially last a half an hour. Oh god. Ugh, and I need to stand up and adjust myself here. Sorry. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. Oh, yeah, it's just all of the no on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it is all of the no on that. Ugh, aggravating AF. Yep, makes sense. Alright. So, the log, the map, it's fine. I've just talked about mid-mission checkpointing, mini-games, and optional modes, missions, mod support, there's none. The music I gave 2 pluses to. I gave a plus to New Game Plus. I'm gonna say wash on the options because they're good options, but they don't really do that much. Overall design, pacing and padding, I pretty sure I gave those negatives. Power progression curve, set my piece. Quality of life features, for instance, Peach sections, there are none. Replayability. Plus to replayability. Enough said. Railroading. Yeah. Raspberry Jam and Beetle Leaps. Said my piece. Respec. I'm just going to say wash on that. Save system is fine. Sound design is fine. Strategic layer. Yeah, let's give a plus to orders. Terrain design. Trash design. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to give it a negative for trash design. Just, ugh. Traversal mechanics and pathfinding, they're fine. Editorialization, said my piece. Unintentional skipping, not really. Unskippable cutscenes, or in our case, unskippable cutaways. Variety in your units. In your units, yes. Plus. Viscerality. Yep. Eventually you do get feel powerful, but I'm also going to give a viscerality negative, because God does it take a while for you to get there. Visual continuity and navigation, visual distinction, meh. Walkthrough-itis. I think I am going to give a negative to walkthrough-itis, just because of specific things. If you're trying to go for 100% complete, you will need a walkthrough, especially if you end up failing to deal with recruiting Byleth. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is our final score. So let's see how much it defeated the other stuff. Probably not by a lot, judging from the look of this, but we'll see. So that is 178. 178. 8 story pluses. Minus 53 story negatives, which leaves us with a final story score of plus 125. Save to story. Me. So gameplay positives, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is 58 minus 44. Which means we are looking at plus 14 whoops. We're looking at a final score of plus 125 to story and plus 14 to gameplay. Does that track for me? Because that is actually not too much higher than 3 houses. And it's way less than before. And it's way less than, but it's almost the same number of story positives. Does that track for this being my favorite, in my opinion, the best Fire Emblem story? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna stand behind that. And it being the second lowest, not counting Warriors 1, because that's unfair. Second lowest if we're not counting Warriors 1, and third lowest if we're counting Warriors 1. I stand behind that statement, because no, the gameplay is something I more tolerate than anything. And again, if it was just Scarlet Blaze, that would be substantially better. But man, the other 2 pathways just drag this one down hard. Yeah. But yeah, no, I stand behind this. 125 to story, 14 to gameplay. This is definitely a game I enjoyed playing. A net plus 14 is still good, especially considering all of the fucking aggravations I had with this game. And that story was great. And I gotta be honest with you, again, in supports and Scarlet Blaze, that's what bolstered this one, and more than anything. If Scarlet Blaze wasn't as good as it was, this would be substantially worse, And even, and that was even with me adding, like, several things, so several positives, but yeah, no, I stand behind this. This is my personal favorite Fire Emblem story. Thinking on it. What the hell, Petra? But yeah, no, I stand behind this. I do. Because I like this. I like this a lot. But it's just, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. I like this game. I like this game a lot. I like this story a lot. In fact, this story, I don't see anything really surpassing this one in terms of story. But there are a few that will give it its damnedest of tries. I like Three Hopes. I like what it does. I like the. I don't know what else to say, really. Other than, yeah, this is definitely a game I will play again, absolutely. But man, was there a lot of story positive. Like, I'm actually surprised as the gameplay wasn't dragged down even more. Or, I knew if this game was going to surpass Three Houses and Sacred Stones, it would be on the story axis. Weirdly enough. But yes, that's it for me. I'm going to chop this off. Because it's already 1 o'clock, so yeah, I don't know what else to say, guys. Interesting. I think what I'm gonna do is, so that's gonna do it for me. Tomorrow, I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow. I'll be honest about that. It's not mostly because I may be taking a stop by a walk-in clinic to finally get this dealt with, my finger dealt with. Not that that there's anything really wrong with it right now. It's more of just these stitches have been in long enough, more than long enough, like as of tomorrow, a week past when the minimum that the doctor said to leave them in. I've just been busy in the past week, so that's why. So, I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow, but if I am, well, but if I am, I will pull up some music for what we will be streaming tomorrow. Or if I am actually streaming tomorrow. Actually, Neko, if you're still there, pick me a number between 4 and 6. So 4, 5, or 6. We'll go that route. Oh, for God's sakes. Well, I guess I don't need to sit here. What? Okay, I'm getting a phone call. Wrong number. Well, I guess I'll chop off the local recording. So, for those on YouTube, Blue Fox of the Lore Walker signing out. Highly recommend Warriors 3 Hopes. Later.